Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Bellevue. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we are wrapping up Week 3 of the 2025 GNASH postseason with these games that were supposed to have been played on Wednesday but got postponed because of the brief little snowstorm that came through. But we are getting them in tonight, and that's great because it means nothing gets pushed back to next week, which would have made the calendar horrible and chaotic. And the weather is going to markedly improve over the next few days, so it looks like we're going to be able to get next weekend too without any issues. It's a big night for the Predators Cup because our first game determines who gets the first spot in next Wednesday's final, and then the game after that will cut the field of contenders down from 4 to 3. Ravenwood and Ensworth up first, and then Franklin and Montgomery Bell as we are getting closer to the finish line. In fact, kind of see it over the horizon. All right, let's go over the final scores. We had a game last night, and we've got one final from tonight in the books. Last night, in the Henry Hine Cup winners bracket final, it was the 3-seed Father Ryan defeating 1-seed Station Camp Liberty Creek 10-6. So Father Ryan have the first spot in next Thursday's Hine Cup final. And another team has been eliminated from the Hine Cup today. Losers bracket quarterfinal action. Centennial FRA beating Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian 3-2. So the season is over for the Eagles, and let's just see who they're going to be saying goodbye to in terms of departing seniors. They're going to be saying goodbye to both their goaltenders, Trent Pavlik and catcher Grayson. Barrett Teasdale, Jackson McCoy, Jonas Martorell, Landrick Majewski, and Finn Kalberg. So they're saying goodbye to a lot of big names, both their goaltenders, and a lot of good offense in Teasdale and Majewski especially. And who knows what the future of that program is going to be. Of course, they nearly didn't take the ice last season. They needed Ravenwood to loan them a few players who needed development. And then those kids aren't in GNASH at all this year. And then they had to hook up with USNBA and Nashville Christian, or the USNBA FRA Nashville Christian Good Pasture. Of course, FRA walked away and co-opted with Centennial. The other Hine Cup losers bracket quarterfinal going on right now. It is 5-1. Brentwood, the 5-seed, leading the 2-seed Rutherford Rampage. So it looks like the defending Hine Cup champs are going to be sent home. So it's going to be a Brentwood Centennial losers bracket semifinal on Monday in the Hine Cup, unless the Rampage can roar back. And that's over on the North Rink in Antioch. The Centennial Indy game was here on Rink 2 in Bellevue. The first GNASH game to be played on Rink 2 here in Bellevue in over 2 years. And this Preds Cup game between Ravenwood and Ensworth is the first game of the whole tournament that's being played out here in Bellevue. Until tonight, the only Preds Cup game that was scheduled to be played here in Bellevue, if it was going to be played at all, was the If Necessary game on March 3rd. So if that snow hadn't hit and the tournament wrapped up next Wednesday, and the schedule stayed as it was before that snow on Wednesday, we would have ended up not having played any Preds Cup games here in Bellevue, but that's not the case. We're going to have 2 tonight. All right, both teams are out on the ice warming up, and the refs are here as well. I'm going to wait until the warm-up clock starts going to actually, no, only Ravenwood are out here. Ensworth haven't come out yet. Here come the Ice Tigers. And as soon as the warm-up clock is rolling, I will start going over stats for both teams. Ensworth players trickling out onto the ice there. They're still coming out of the locker room. Okay, now the warm-up clock is rolling. Okay, let's talk about Ravenwood first, coached by James Gately. Opened the Preds Cup with a 6-0 win over Hendersonville Beach Lawson in the first round on February 5th. And then on February 10th, they beat MBA 3-1 in the winners bracket semifinals. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Mason Reed, Cooper Hill, and Liam Powell all have 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Again, Cooper Hill out for the rest of the postseason. Broke his thumb playing for the Junior Preds back on Friday, February 7th. Unfortunately, that's the end of his GNASH career as well. Keaton Moffitt has 2 points from goals. Grady Fernan has 2 points from assists. Brady Friedman has a point from a goal. And Jake Farrell, Jake Lipinski, and Zeke Landcamer each have a point from an assist. On to goalie play, Colin Gower started as goalie in the game against Hendersonville, so his record in the postseason so far is 1-0. Played the full 42 minutes and allowed no goals on 19 shots. Turned away all 19 shots, so his save percentage in the postseason so far is 1,000. And Reese McKenzie was in net for the game against MBA. Played the full 42 minutes. Her record 1-0. She allowed 1 goal on 16 shots, turned away the other 15. Her save percentage in the postseason so far is .938. And her goals against average is 1. On to Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb, coached by Tim McAllister, the defending Preds Cup champs and this year's GNASH Cup regular season champions. Opened the Preds Cup with a 6-3 win over the Outlaws in the first round on February 3rd, then beat Summit Page 4-1 in the winners bracket semifinals on February the 10th. Henry Cravens has 3 points all from goals. Trex Hooper and Lucas Tarquin each have 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Spencer Kern has 2 points from goals. And Heath Udy has a point from a goal. And Hudson Honeybone, Weston Herringer, Emmett Zakos, Jackson Malius-Merrill, Will Copeland, and Clayton Forbus all have a point from an assist. Bingston Soundara has been in goal for both games, so his record is 2-0. He's played the full 84 minutes, goals against average of 2.14, no shutouts. He's allowed 4 goals on 34 shots. Turned away the other 30. His save percentage in the postseason so far is .882. Actually, I think he's faced more shots than that. I think I said he faced. I think he faced over 40 against Summit. So whoever loses this game will play in the losers bracket final on Monday at Centennial against the Franklin MBA winner. As the warm-up clock runs down to 0. Ensworth won the regular season meeting between these two 3-2 back on January 13th. And that won them the GNASH Cup regular season championship. But Cooper Hill was on the ice that night. However, he did not score. Their goals were scored by Keaton Moffitt and Liam Powell. As that Brentwood-Rutherford game should be close to being over. Colin Gower going to start in goal for Ravenwood. Bingston Soundara going to start in goal for Ensworth for this first period. Ensworth will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. First spot on the Predators Cup final is on the line. Two best teams in the league meeting for it. And the game is underway. Ensworth win the opening draw, bring it into the Ravenwood zone. But the puck is cleared out. Puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone. Going to be carried to center by Liam Powell. Powell into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Turns. Tried to drop it back. And the Ice Tigers trying to clear it out on the near side, which is the bleacher side of the ice to my left, but puck was held in and a shot to be turned away by Soundara. Now back the other way comes Spencer Kern, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, sends the puck into the right wing corner. Gets back to it behind the net. Oh, but then he bumps into Logan Campbell and loses the puck. And Brady Friedman banks it off the far boards, which is the benches side of the ice, but it was held in at the left point. Now the puck back in the right wing corner. Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Oh, we had two players fall over each other, and there's going to be a tripping call. It was Owen Apple and Spencer Kern who fell over each other, and I think Apple's the one who got the tripping call. Yes, it is. So exactly a minute into the game, Ensworth go on the power play. No goals on the board just yet. Draw is to the right of Gower. Won by Ravenwood. They get it out of the zone. And Hudson Honeybone will chase it deep into his own territory. Here come the Ice Tigers. Spencer Kern brings it into the Ravenwood zone. Taken and backhanded around to the near far side, by Keaton Moffitt and cleared out by Grady Fernan. Now here's Honeybone back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Try to leave it at the inboards. Puck right out in front. Oh, but skating away from the net was Logan Campbell. Passes up to the left point. And Kern sends it back down low. Trex Hooper. Hooper out towards the blue line. Passes it back over to the right wing side. Kern into the circle. Pass across. Oh, hit the skate of Campbell. Under a minute left in the power play now for Ensworth. Puck behind the net, picked up by Anthony Maltese. He tries to clear it. Hit, I think, Hooper and stayed in the zone. Now the puck back around to the far side. Grady Fernan will clear. Puck at center. Backhanded back into the Ravenwood zone. Under 30 seconds left in the power play now for the Ice Tigers, who still don't have a shot on it yet. Henry Oeser behind the net. Backhands it out in front, has to be held in at the left point. And a shot. Stop by Gower, rebound, score, Oeser! The initial shot came from Henry Cravens at the left point. Oeser got a tip. Stopped by Gower. But Oeser stood right in front of him and backhanded it through his legs into the back of the net. It's a power play goal, and it's 1-0 Ensworth with 11:14 to go in the first. Oh, score! Henry Oeser from center, just behind the blue line, takes a shot that goes into the roof of the net. 8 seconds. 8 seconds later, Ensworth go up 2-0. Oh my goodness. Henry Oeser on the near side of the ice, the bleacher side of the ice from just behind the right point, the blue line, just took a wrister and it went right into the roof of the net. He caught Gower sleeping. Draw one by Ensworth. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone. in the right wing corner, slapped around the wall to the far side. Puck coming up to the right point. Emmett Zakos sends it back down into the right wing corner. It's behind the net. Mason Reed passing it over to Cannon Kaiser. Now the puck back in the Ensworth zone, sent in front. Reed couldn't get to it. Now Reed in the right wing corner. Reed on a 4-game goal scoring streak. As the puck is cleared out to center, Reed backhands it back into the Ensworth zone. Ensworth out at center. Puck was sent back into the Ensworth zone, cleared out immediately by the Ice Tigers. Now it's back in the Ravenwood end. Jake Farrell clears it out. Went off the stick of Heath Hudie and went through the air on its way down to the other end. Puck now back deep in the Ravenwood zone. Timo Holland tried to fire it up the far side. Held in. Up. Nope. Offside. It just went over the blue line and was brought back in offside by Weston Herringer. 9:32 to go in the first. 2-0 Ensworth. Both goals from Henry Oeser. Draw one by the Ice Tigers. It was in front of the Ravenwood bench. It's in the Ravenwood zone. Anthony Maltese with it. Jake Farrell whipping it around the wall to the far side. And played with a hand pass by Ravenwood. So that brings about another whistle. Draw is going to be to the right of Gower. One by Ensworth. Puck out at center. Hudson Honeybone with it. Passes over to the near side. Logan Green sends it back into the Ravenwood zone deep. It's in the left wing corner. Jack Stooner with it, left circle. Puts it out in front, knocked away from Logan Green's stick. Timo Holland with it. Sending it out to center. Ensworth trying to take it back. Ravenwood have it. That's back in the Ensworth zone. Hudson Honeybone with control. Passes down the far side. Spencer Kern has it in the Ravenwood zone at the left point. Ends up in a battle with a puck with Owen Apple, who clears it out. Puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone from the red line by Henry Cravens. Puck out at center. Ensworth get it back. Here's Trex Hooper. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Tried to send it to the front of the net. Smacked away by Apple. Puck held in at the left point. Here's Hooper. Sending it down low to the left wing corner. Campbell. Passing back out to the blue line, and Spencer Kern. Now a shot in the blue line blocked by Apple. That was from Cravens. Liam Powell out at center. Powell into the Ensworth zone. Had the puck knocked off his stick. It's held in. There's a shot off of the glove, I think, of Soundara and over the net. Not sure who took that. Back the other way come the Ice Tigers. Logan Campbell, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, tried to hand it off to Henry Cravens. Puck was poked away from him. Cannon Kaiser trying to find it in his skates and clears it out. Puck on the near side, boards inside the Ensworth zone. Ice Tigers clear it out. And carrying to the net, shot, score! Jackson Mayer got it away from Owen Apple at the blue line, carried it down the slot, sends it into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net. It's 3-0 Ensworth with 6:52 to go in the first. And Colin Gower is done. Reese McKenzie taking over in goal. Gower played 7 minutes and 8 seconds, allowed 3 goals on 5 shots. Horrible start for Ravenwood, and they're not getting anything at the other end. Ensworth aren't letting them get anything. Here come the Ice Tigers, and shot past the net to the right of McKenzie from Malleus Mayer. And a shot from the right wing board stopped by McKenzie. That was from Henry Oeser. Puck back deep in the Ensworth zone. Ice Tigers clear it out. Timo Holland inside his own zone on the near side. Banks it off the near kick plate. Oh, he got tripped. He got tripped by Henry Oeser, and Reese McKenzie goes back to the bench even though play's already done. Although I think she forgot her water bottle. Okay. So it is a tripping call against Henry Oeser, and Ravenwood getting a much-needed power play down 3-0 with 6:05 to go in the first. Draw's going to be to Soundara's right. Draw one by Ensworth. They tried to clear it out, held into the left point by the Raptors. Mason Reed carrying it down the right wing along the boards, trying to backhand it to the slot. Pass across the front of the net, and it was broken up by Soundara. Ice Tigers trying to clear it out, and Trex Hooper will clear it out to center. Liam Powell intercepts, sends it back ahead up the far side, but sent back the other way for a moment by the Ice Tigers. And it ends up in the Ravenwood zone. It's in the left wing corner. Brady Friedman gets to it first. Trex Hooper pushed him into the boards, but Friedman stays with the puck. Friedman passing it up the near side to Liam Powell. Powell in the Ensworth zone. Goes to the right circle. A shot turned away by Soundara. Here's a one-timer from the blue line, and Reed misses the net to the left of Soundara. 1 minute left in the power play for Ravenwood. Puck passed in front. Oh, and whiffing on it from in front was Reed. Powell holding it into the blue line, passing over to the left wing side. Shot turned away by Soundara. Ravenwood finally generating some offense, but it's on a one-man advantage. Powell from the blue line, another shot. Blocked away by Soundara. Ensworth trying to get the puck out of the zone. Ravenwood holding it in. 30 seconds left of the power play. And now the Ice Tigers clear it down ice. It's on goal. McKenzie has to stop it. Powell passing it up the near side to Rob Longard. Longard backhands it back into the Ensworth zone, but the Ice Tigers control. And they'll fire it down ice. Holland passing it up the near side. Puck back in the Ensworth zone. Penalty time against Ensworth is up. They're back at even strength. And they're going to bring the puck out. And a shot from Hudson Honeybone, left wing side, is over the Ravenwood net. Now here comes the puck back into the Ensworth zone, and a backhanded shot from in front stopped by Soundara. There's one timer in the right circle, stopped by Soundara. And he's trying to dive out and cover up the rebound at his right-hand side of the net, and he does. 3:30 to go in the first, 3-0. Ensworth over Ravenwood. Draw's going to be to the right of Soundara. Draw was won by Ravenwood. A shot blocked by Will Copeland. That shot came from Timo Holland. Now Holland carrying the puck back up the near side into the Ensworth zone, going deep to the end boards. Puck in the left wing corner. Puck put out in front. There's a one-timer on the blue line. I think it was stopped. Was it stopped by Soundara? Yes, it was. Ravenwood finally generating some offense at even strength. But it's Ensworth's, I think, third line that's out there. And the Ice Tigers are going to fire the puck down ice for an icing. 2:45 to go in the first. 3-0 Ensworth. Draw is to the right of Soundara. It's won by Ensworth. Here they come to center. Brought into the Ravenwood zone. Cleared out by Owen Apple. It's going towards the front of the net. Ensworth net picked up by Spencer Kern. And it's brought out to center by the Ice Tigers. Jackson Malleus-Mayer, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Passes off to the slot. Lucas Tarquin carries it over to the left wing side up near the boards. Tried to send it down low to the left wing corner. Picked up by Liam Powell, and he'll clear it out up the far side. Mason Reed up, offside. Reed was a little impatient waiting for that puck to come down. He went over the blue line before it came to him. 2:05 to go in the first. Still 3-0 Ensworth. Draw is going to be to McKenzie's right. And here's a chance at the other end for Keaton Moffitt up. Puck taken away from him. Ensworth clear it out. Zeke Landcamer dumps it back into the Ensworth zone. Soundara out of his net to play it behind the net. Sends it around to the far boards. Sent back the other way. Puck out in front, and it's covered up by Soundara. Let's keep it away from, I think it was Grady Fernan who was charging in on goal. 95 seconds left in the first. 3-0 Ensworth. Draws to the left of Soundara. Draw one by Ensworth, but turned right over to Ravenwood, and Brayson Reed sending it towards the front of the net to Soundara, and then a shot from the blue line goes over the net. Puck out at center. Logan Campbell with it in the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Up, he actually overskated it. They tried to clear it. It's held in at the left point by Weston Herringer. And now Mason Reed picks it up and carries it out to center. Brought back into the Ensworth zone. Shot in the right circle. Score! Not sure who it is just yet. I'll see once he turns around. It's Brady Friedman. Friedman taking a shot in the right circle. That ends up in the right-hand side of the net, and it's 3-1 Ensworth with 61 seconds to go in the first. Draw one for the Ice Tigers. Last minute of the first. Mason Reed inside his own zone. Passes it over to Cannon Kaiser, try to fire it ahead and hit an Ensworth skate. Now Kaiser with it again. Still inside his own zone. Had the puck taken away. And now it's brought back in. Lucas Tarquin sends it into the right wing corner. 30 seconds left in the period. Tarquin below the goal line, puts it out in front. A shot stopped by McKenzie. Big save by McKenzie on Jackson Mayer. Here's Hudson Honeybone out at center. Bringing the puck back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. He turns around. Passes over to the left point. Mayer sends it around the wall. It's over in the right wing corner. Owen Apple beats Lucas Tarquin to it, but Henry Oeser has it now. Sends it down to the right wing corner. That's it for the first. Ensworth struck twice in an 8-second span inside the 3rd minute of the game. 2 goals from Henry Oeser, and then another just past the midway point from Jackson Mayer. Had them up 3-0 until Brady Friedman scored for Ravenwood with 61 seconds left in the first. So Ensworth leading Ravenwood 3-1 after one in the Predators Cup Winners Bracket Final. Ready to start the second period. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood. Bingston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth for this second period. Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Ensworth will carry it away from me. Shots on goal favoring the Raptors 9-8. They're down 5-1 in shots on goal after Ensworth went up 3-0. They finally got the offense going the second half of the first. Brady Friedman scored for them. .61 seconds left in the period. Ensworth win the draw to start the second. Here's a shot. Hudson Honeybone stopped by Reese McKenzie. And Charlie Bonner couldn't get to the rebound. Out at center with it is Honeybone. Backhands it up the far side. Intercepted by Mason Reed. He'll slap it back into the Ensworth zone. It's behind the net. Bingston Soundara leaves it for Hudson Honeybone. Honeybone will pass it ahead to Heath. No, yeah, it is Heath Hewdy. Right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Taking a shot. Stopped and covered up by McKenzie. Took the first 41 seconds off the clock here in the first. 3-1 Ensworth with 13:19 to go in the second. Sorry, it took the first 41 seconds off the clock in the second, not the first. Draws to McKenzie's left. Draw one by the Ice Tigers. Cleared out by them. Taken and cleared out by Ravenwood. I don't know why Ensworth would clear it out of the opposition zone. It's deep in the Ravenwood end. Sent around the boards to the far side. And now brought back into the Ensworth zone. Liam Powell had it knocked off his stick, but coming in to get off a shot was Brady Friedman, and it was stopped by Soundara. And there's going to be a penalty against Ravenwood. High sticking call against the Raptors. It's while Ensworth were bringing the puck out of the Ravenwood zone. And it's Timo Holland in the box. So Ensworth back to the power play up 3-1 with 12:33 to go in the second. Draw one by Ensworth. Taken by Ravenwood and cleared down ice. Soundara leaves it behind the net for Weston Herringer. Herringer passes ahead to Lucas Tarquin. Tarquin through the center on the near side. Now down the left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Tarquin passing up to the left point, Weston Herringer. Back down to the left wing corner and Tarquin. Tarquin. Past the slot. Oh, and Jackson Magus-Mayer got off a shot that missed the net to the left of McKenzie. Here's Herringer. Around the back of the net. Passes out to the right wing side. Up, it went out to center. Now Henry Cravens back in the Ravenwood zone. Left wing side. A shot stopped by McKenzie with a left leg pad, and it's cleared out by the Raptors. Under a minute left in the power play for Ensworth. Weston Herringer brings the puck back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. And the puck taken away by Ravenwood and again cleared down ice. Soundara leaves it at the inboards for Henry Cravens. Cravens out to center. Cravens. Left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Passes up to the left point. Trex Hooper under 30 seconds left in the power play for the Ice Tigers. Spencer Kern out of the blue line. Taking a shot through traffic. Stopped by McKenzie. Off her right leg pad. Kern moving along the blue line. Wanted to shoot it. His stick tied up by a pursuer. Here's a shot from Trex Hooper. Score! Hooper in the left circle with a shot. Appeared to deflect off of Reese McKenzie's left arm into the left-hand side of the net. Ensworth convert the power play, and they're up 4-1 with 10:41 to go in the second. Here come Ensworth again. Jack Stuner, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. In front of backhander. Stopped by McKenzie. Oh, wow. He went across the front of the net, got off a backhander, and McKenzie stretches out to make the save and cover. Draws to McKenzie's right. Ravenwood get the puck out of the zone. They bring it into the Ensworth end. A shot stopped and covered up by Soundara. That shot coming from Grady Fernan. Top of the left circle. Draw is going to be to Soundara's left. Draw one by Ensworth. Here comes Jackson Magus-Mayer, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Putting it in front. And a backhander, I think, from Logan Campbell. Or was it Henry Oeser? Stopped by Reese McKenzie. Now back the other way Come Ravenwood trying to put it in front was Jake Farrell. It was knocked down. Okay, it was Henry Oeser who had that shot on McKenzie at the other end. Puck carried back into the Ensworth zone by Ravenwood. Taken by the Ice Tigers, Hudson Honeybone. Carries it to center. Had the puck poked away right at the Ravenwood blue line. It's turned back over to the Ice Tigers. Henry Oeser crosses the red line. Dumps it back into the Ravenwood zone. It's in the left wing corner. Here's Hudson Honeybone. Pass across, one-timer, Hooper. Stopped by McKenzie. And they score the rebound. She didn't know where it was. Trex Hooper jumps on it and knocks it in for his second goal of the game. And it's 5-1 Ensworth with 9:08 to go in the second. Wow. 5-1 Ensworth. Who would have thought this? Who would have thought this? Trex Hooper left wing side of the Ravenwood zone off the draw. Pass across off the boards, but Henry Cravens couldn't keep it in the zone. Back the other way. Come Ravenwood. And a shot from Brady Freeman blocked by the stick of Weston Herringer. Puck kept alive at the blue line by the Raptors. Sent down low to the inboards. Henry Cravens sending it around to the far side. Logan Campbell tried to clear. He did clear it out. Intercepted and dumped back in by the Raptors. Henry Cravens. Out to center. Into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Turns the puck over. He got bumped off the puck. Actually, no, he had it intercepted first, then he took the hit. Puck back in the Ensworth zone. With it is Spencer Kern behind his own net. Spencer Kern passing across, but it's going to be intercepted and held in the zone at the right point. Here's Mason Reed. Reed trying to pass the slot. Is intercepted, and Spencer Kern with a soft little clear out to center. Puck brought back into the Ensworth zone. And back in and past the net from the top of the right circle. Past the net to the right of Soundara by Cannon Kaiser. Puck in the right circle. Weston Herringer trying to clear. Held in by Kaiser. Jake Farrell, high slot, a shot over the net. Here's Charlie Bonnert. From behind his own net, fires it out to center. It's knocked down and brought back in by the Raptors. Pass to the left circle, shot off the right leg pad of Soundara. That was from Grady Fernan. Puck held into the blue line and dumped down low again. It's in the right wing corner. Heath Hudi gets to it. Puck sent around to the far side by Henry Cravens. Held into the left half wall. Puck held in at the right point. Jake Farrell to the slot, a shot. Oh, it took a deflection. Took a deflection off something and just went past the net to the left of Soundara. And Ensworth iced the puck with 6:19 to go in the second. And they're up 5-1. Draw is to the left of Soundara. Draw was won by Ensworth. They clear it into the Ravenwood zone. Sent out to center by the Raptors. Here's Emmett Zakos for Ensworth, dumping the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Ravenwood clear it out. Emmett Zakos dumps it right back in from the blue line, or from behind the blue line. Here come the Raptors through center. Back into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. There's a shot. Stopped by Soundara. Is that Holan, I think? I think it was Holan. .534 to go in the second. 5-1 Ensworth. Draw's going to be to Soundara's left. And draw was won by Ensworth. And then Ravenwood called for a hand pass, and they'll drop it out at center on the dot in front of the bleachers across from the Ravenwood bench. Ensworth win the draw. Oh, they turn it over inside their own zone. Here's Mason Reed on the far boards. Battling away. Hudson Honeybone in there, Logan Campbell in there. Ravenwood come out with a puck and then shot across the front of the net by Brady Friedman. Reed in the right wing corner, pinning it up against the kick plate, but he ends up losing it to Hudson Honeybone. Honeybone ahead to Spencer Kern, who carries it out to center. Kern into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Down towards the inboards, has the puck taken away. It's out at center. Brought back into the Ensworth zone, a shot, score! Liam Powell had Clayton Forbes all over top of him. He got to the right-hand side of the net, took a shot that deflected off the stick of Soundara into the bottom corner on the left-hand side, and it's 5-2 Ensworth with 4:40 to go in the second. Puck back in the Ensworth zone, down near the left wing corner. Ensworth trying to get it out. It's held into the blue line and chipped to the inboards. Henry Cravens with it for the Ice Tigers. He'll carry it to center. Dump it into the Ravenwood zone. Now the Raptors have it. Banked off the far wall. Liam Powell sends it back into the Ensworth zone, but right to Clayton Forbes, who clears. That was Jake Farrell, not Powell, who gave that puck away. Sent back in by Ravenwood to the right wing side. Put in front of the shot. Oh, rolled up the stick handle of Soundara. That was from Farrell. Puck in the inboards. Henry Cravens with it behind his own net. Sends it over to the right wing corner. Puck held into the blue line by Ravenwood, and a shot, just went past the net to the left of Soundara. Backhanded wraparound try by Grady Fernan, broken up by the stick of Henry Cravens. Another shot in the right point. Takes a bounce off Jake Lipinski, and it's cleared out of the zone by the Ice Tigers. Ravenwood bring it right back in. Shot in the right circle, blocked, That was from Liam Powell. Shot in the blue line, misses the net to the left of Soundara. Now here's Powell in the left wing corner. Coming out to the left circle. Got a man all over top of him. Takes a shot anyway from the high slot. Gloved and held onto by Soundara. It was Oeser all over top of Powell. 2:39 to go in the second. Still 5-2 Ensworth. Draw to the right of Soundara. One by the Ice Tigers. Hudson Honeybone behind his own net. Fires it around to the near side. Jackson Malleus-Mayer dumps it back into the Ravenwood zone. It's to the end boards behind the net. Puck behind the Ravenwood net. And Raptors come up with it and clear out to center. Knocked down by Emmett Zakoso, but then he gives it away. Left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Backhanded off the bottom bar on the outside of the right-hand side of the net by Brady Friedman. Now Friedman passing the puck up to the left point. Shot blocked, and then it comes to Friedman, who takes a shot from the left point, gloved and held onto by Soundara. 97 seconds to go in the second. Still 5-2 Ensworth. Draw going to be to Soundara's right once again. Draw one by Ravenwood. One-timer blocked by Grady Fernan. Blocked his own man's shot from the left point. Now the puck out in front and picked up by Weston Herringer. Now out at center with it is Spencer Kern. Left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Backhanded across the front of the net. Logan Campbell couldn't get to it. Puck behind the Ravenwood net. Brought out in front and a backhanded wraparound try stopped by McKenzie. Last minute of the second. Spencer Kern carrying the puck all the way back into his own zone. Passes it up the far side. Logan Campbell with it inside the Ravenwood zone. Trex Hooper going to the front of the net. And his shot turned away by McKenzie. And then he and a Ravenwood player got together and they go into the inboards hard, and that Ravenwood player is still down behind the net. And I'm not sure who it is. Whoever it is, they're back on their knees, slowly getting up. Actually, he's on one knee. And the Ravenwood player skating back to the bench very gingerly. It's Owen Apple. Oh, is he going in the box? Wow, he's been called for a penalty, I guess, for tripping. So Ensworth back on the power play up 5-2 with 47.2 seconds to go in the second. They win the draw, and a one-timer goes buzzing past the net off the stick of Henry Cravens. Cravens with another one-timer on the blue line. Misses the net to the right of McKenzie. Ensworth still with a puck. 30 seconds left in the second. Here's Lucas Tarquin. Taking a shot in the blue line. Turned away by McKenzie. Puck is behind the net. Raptors with it. Sent around to the far side. They clear it out. And they have it inside the Ensworth zone. It's Mason Reed. Leaves it at the end boards. Leaves it behind at the end boards. Weston Herringer ahead to Jackson Malleus-Mayer out at center, and that's it for the second. Trex Hooper scoring twice for Ensworth. Liam Powell getting a goal for Ravenwood. And after 2 periods in the Predators Cup winners bracket final, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb now leading Ravenwood 5-2. Ready to start the third period. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood. Bankston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. For this third period, Ensworth will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. Ice Tigers starting this third period with 73 seconds of power play time carrying over. If Ravenwood can come all the way back, tie it up, and we finish the third tied, it's off to a 5-minute 3-on-3 sudden death overtime. And if that doesn't solve it, we go to a shootout. Under a minute left in the power play for Ensworth. They have the puck in the Ravenwood zone. There's a shot. Right circle, and Trex Hooper stopped and held on to by Reese McKenzie. That took the first 21 seconds off the clock here in the third. Draws to McKenzie's left. Won by Ensworth. Hooper, right point. Passes down the right wing side. Logan Campbell decides to chip it around the wall. Picked up by Zeke Landkammer on the far side. He clears it out, but it's knocked down right at center by Hudson Honeybone. Oh, now it's turned over to the Raptors inside the Ensworth zone. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Ice Tigers. And Ensworth get the puck back. Brought to center. Spencer Kern, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Gets a shot that's blocked by the skates of the back-checking Timo Holland. Charlie Bonnert, left wing corner. Passes up the near side. Now Honeybone, a shot from the blue line. Stopped by McKenzie. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up. They're back at even strength. Puck in the left wing corner. Here is Spencer Kern. Dropping it behind the net for Logan Campbell. Campbell back to Kern. Kern out on the left wing side. Out to the blue line. Moving over to the right wing side. Takes a shot that hits the outside of the post to McKenzie's left. Puck comes up to the left point. Here's Hooper. Top of the right circle. Shot blocked by a sprawling. I'm not sure who that was for Ravenwood who was sprawling. It was Timo Holland. Raptors try to clear out. Held into the left point. Honeybone. Honeybone moving down the left wing side. Sending it to the front of the net. Comes back to Honeybone on the left wing side. Now Honeybone goes to the slot. And he tried to send it to the front of the net. It was blocked. And now back the other way. Go the Raptors. Shot from Liam Powell on the right wing side. Stopped by Soundara. A very slow moving. Is that Powell or is that Farrell? Whoever it was, they were moving very slowly to the net, trying to, I guess, draw Soundara out, but he held tight. Puck brought back into the Ravenwood zone and shot over the net from the left wing side by Heath Hudi. Now the puck out on the far board, still inside the Ravenwood zone. Set the end boards. Logan Green. Cleared out by the Raptors. This will be an icing against Ravenwood, I think. Yes. 11:03 to go in regulation. 5-2 Ensworth. Draws to the right of McKenzie. Won by Ravenwood. Puck's out at center. Jake Farrell. Into the Ensworth zone, left wing side. Goes to the inboards. Tried to center it. Picked up by Heath Hudi. Turns it over inside his own zone. Farrell down the left wing, taking a shot. Stopped and held on to by Soundara. 10:34 to go in regulation. Still 5-2 Ensworth. Draws to the right of Soundara. Ensworth with it out at center. Lucas Tarquin. Now Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Malleus-Mayer brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. Had the puck knocked off his skate. Puck held in by the Ice Tigers. Lucas Tarquin taking a shot in the bottom of the left circle, turned away by McKenzie. Puck sent back down ice by Ravenwood. Is this an icing? Yes, it is. 9:54 to go in regulation. Still 5-2 Ensworth. Coming up next, it is the Preds Cup Losers Bracket semifinal between Franklin and NBA. Pregame at 8:25. Face off at 8:30. Drawn by Ravenwood. And fired out to center up, but taken back by Ensworth. Brought back into the Ravenwood zone, turned over to Anthony Maltese. And puck was intercepted at center and brought back in by the Ice Tigers. Trex Hooper, left circle. Moving back out towards the blue line. Backhands it down into the left wing corner. Now Anthony Maltese loses the puck on the near side. Spencer Kearns gets pushed off by Mason Reed. Brady Friedman, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Oh, and coming around to the left wing side was Reed. He took a shot that hit the outside of the post to the left of Soundara. Back the other way come Ensworth. Spencer Kern, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, sends it behind the net. Puck held in at the left point. Kern moving down the left wing boards into the left wing corner. Now Mason Reed will carry the puck to center. Reed back into the Ensworth zone with a shot. Turned away by Soundara. Reed looking for a goal in his 5th straight game. Or looking to score a goal for the 5th straight game. Reed back in the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Another shot turned away by Soundara from the bottom of the left circle. Back the other way come Ensworth. They dump the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. It's behind the net. Cannon Kaiser gets to it. Passes over to Reed. Reed trying to get it ahead to Grady Fernan at center. It missed him. Goes all the way back down into the Ensworth zone. No icing. Now the puck out on the near side. Now it's out at center. Henry Oeser brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. Takes a shot that's blocked. It's at the end boards. Now Jake Farrell with it. Over to Grady Fernan. Fernan had it poked away. Dumped back into the Ravenwood zone, but Jack Stooner had to get back on side. He went to the bench for a change. Here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer, bottom of the right circle, trying to put the puck in front. Oh, no! Oh, no! They score. It's Oeser. The puck was sent to the front of the net. It went off a Ravenwood stick. Then off the back of McKenzie's, the bottom of her left foot. And Oeser knocks it in for his hat trick. And it is 6-2 Ensworth with 7:17 to go in regulation. Ravenwood with a puck in their own zone. Now they have it in the Ensworth end deep. Now Ensworth have the puck and they'll bring it out to center. Lucas Tarquin, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Now the puck taken and brought out to center by Timo Holan. Holan had the puck poked away right at the Ensworth blue line. Back the other way come the Ice Tigers. Shot from Henry Craven's right circle, blockered away by McKenzie. Puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone from center. Cannon Kaiser gets to it. He's behind his own net. Passes out to his right, Nolan Apple. Apple back up the far side. Now Hudson Honeybone with it inside the Ensworth zone. And he'll bring it to center. Honeybone, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, taking a shot off the right leg pad of McKenzie. Now here Ravenwood through center. Back into the Ensworth zone. Shot in the left wing side. Stopped by Soundara. He's got it covered. I think that was Rob Longard who took that shot from the left wing side. 4:57 to go in regulation. 6-2 Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara. Draw to Soundara's right, won by Ravenwood. Shot from the left wing boards, turned away by Soundara. Puck is behind the net. Puck in the left wing corner now. Raptors with it. Passed out to the blue line. Cannon Kaiser's shot. Correction, it was Mason Reed taking the shot, stopped by Soundara. And Ice Tigers bring it out to center. Here's Henry Cravens in the Ravenwood zone, taking a shot, blocked. Blocked on the back check by Liam Powell. Now Jake Farrell, left wing side of the Ensworth zone, drops it back. Mason Reed, left circle, shot, score! Mason Reed fires it over the glove of Soundara into the roof of the net. And he extends his goal-scoring streak to 5 games. And it's 6-3 Ensworth with 4:03 to go in regulation. And someone called their timeout. I'm not sure who. Wouldn't be surprised if it were Ravenwood that called their timeout. They're still in this even though they're down 3 with just over 4 minutes to go. They still got a shot. Timeout done. Everybody back at center for the faceoff. Reese McKenzie is in the crease, but you wonder if Ravenwood spent the timeout to start talking about when they pull her. Ensworth with a puck off the draw. Sent into the Ravenwood zone. Liam Powell fires it up the near side to center. Mason Reed, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. And Reese McKenzie going to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck was cleared out of the zone, but I think it was played with a hand pass by Ravenwood. Or is it by Ensworth? Well, it was a violation on Ensworth, so they're going to drop the puck to the right of Soundara. The net is empty for Ravenwood. Extra attacker out for the Raptors. Draw to Soundara's right, won by Ensworth. Cleared down ice. And shooting, missing the empty net from in tight. Well, not very in tight was Logan Campbell. Now back the other way come Ravenwood. Reed putting it out in front. It's behind the net, sent around to the far side, and it's going to go down for an icing. Nope, it's going to stop dead. No, it's an icing. I thought it slowed way down, and I thought it was going to stop dead before the goal line. No, it just slides over for an icing. 3:14 left in regulation, 6-3 Ensworth. Draw me to the right of Soundara again. Won by Ravenwood. Shot in the blue line, misses the net. And it's iced again by Ensworth. Jackson Malleus-Mayer with the icing. Draw me to the left of Soundara this time. Won by Ravenwood again. Pass down the right wing. Puck in the right wing corner. Keaton Moffitt pushed into the boards. Puck whipped around to the near side, held in at the left point. Big battle for it. Mason Reed comes out with it. Reed taking a shot right wing side, stopped by Soundara. Rebound out on the near boards. Passed out to the left point. Grady Fernan shot through traffic. Knocked down, loose in the crease. They score! Loose in the crease and knocked in by who? Keaton Moffitt. And it is 6-4 Ensworth with 2:24 to go in regulation. Reese McKenzie back in goal. So Logan Campbell missed the net, missed the empty net a couple minutes ago. Is that going to come back to haunt Ensworth? McKenzie taking a stance that is towards the bench, although they're telling her to go back more above the very top of the crease, or the center of the top of the crease. Draw one by Ravenwood. They turn it over to Ensworth. Taken back by the Raptors. Now the puck back in the Ensworth zone, and McKenzie will go to the bench again. Puck in the left wing corner. And cleared out by Hudson Honeybone. It's going to go down the ice. It's going to stop dead at the half wall. So no icing, picked up by Liam Powell. Powell out to center. Back into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Liam Powell with a backhander, stopped by Soundara. Puck out in front. Passed across, had to be knocked away by Soundara. It's loose. Picked up by the Ice Tigers. Fired down ice. Oh, and it misses the net to the left. It's Trex Hooper. Trex Hooper firing it down ice, but missing to the left of the net. 91 seconds left in regulation. 6-4 Ensworth. Draw to the right of Soundara. One by Ravenwood. Shot from Mason Reed, blocked. Puck in the left wing corner. Shot in the left circle, misses the net. Puck held in at the right point. Now it's loose in the left circle. Oh, and Ensworth tried to clear, and it went off of Ravenwood, sticking to the netting above the glass down the near side. 66 seconds left in regulation. Draw is going to be to Soundara's right. And the draw is going to be at center on the dot across from the Ensworth bench, so Reese McKenzie goes back into the net. So Ravenwood back down to 5 skaters. Draw one by Ravenwood. They dump it back into the Ensworth zone. McKenzie back to the bench for the extra attacker. Last minute of regulation. Ensworth clear the puck down ice for another icing. 53.7 seconds left in regulation. 6-4 Ensworth. Draw will be to the left of Soundara. There's a shot in the left circle. I think where Mason Reed took a deflection, went off the glass and out of play. I think they're saying it went off an Ensworth stick before it went out. Yep, they're going to drop it to the right of Soundara. Draw one by Ravenwood. Shot in the blue line. Stopped by Soundara. And Ensworth are going to end up icing the puck again. 38.5 seconds to go. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara once more. Ensworth win the draw. Puck fired down ice and past the empty net again. This time it's Henry Cravens. 32.6 seconds to go. So they'll drop it to the right of Soundara once again. These last 4 minutes, 3 seconds have taken 10 minutes. Under 30 seconds to go in regulation. Puck on the far side. Sent to the front of the net. Now it's it's out on the near side. Now it's at the left point. Shot from Liam Powell. Blockered away by Soundara. Puck on the near boards. Lucas Tarquin trying to protect it. Comes up to the left point and Powell. Powell taking a shot. Knocked down by Soundara. He's got it covered. 3.7 seconds to go. Ensworth are going to win it and claim the first spot in the Preds Cup final next Wednesday night. And Ravenwood will play in the losers bracket final on Monday against either Franklin or NBA. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara. Drawing by Ravenwood, a shot, takes a deflection, goes past the net, and that's it. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb claim the first berth in next Wednesday night's Predators Cup final as they beat Ravenwood 6-4. Well, Ravenwood made it interesting there at the end, but Ensworth held on to take the win. And now they are on the verge of repeating as Predators Cup champions. So each tournament has a finalist. Father Ryan with a first spot in the Hine Cup final, and Ensworth with the first spot in the Preds Cup final. That game on Monday is at 6 p.m. It was when they first put out the schedule, it was scheduled to be at 6 p.m. Then they moved it back to 6:15. Now it's been moved back to 6 p.m. So the goal scorers in this one, for Ravenwood, Brady Friedman, Liam Powell, Mason Reed, and Keaton Moffitt. for Ensworth. Henry Oeser had a hat trick. Trex Hooper scored twice, and the other goal came from Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Henry Oeser is going to be our player of the game with his hat trick, as Ensworth win this one 6-4 to claim the first spot in next Wednesday's Predators Cup final. And Ravenwood now fall into the losers bracket, and they will take on either Franklin or Montgomery Bell on Monday night. And we're about to find out who they take on, because coming up in just a few moments, we'll have the Predators Cup losers bracket semifinal. Number 6 Franklin taking on number 3 Montgomery Bell. Pregame at 8:25, face-off at 8:30. Again, the final score here in the Predators Cup winners bracket final. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb 6, Ravenwood 4. The Ice Tigers are going to be playing for the Preds Cup once again next Wednesday night. And again, coverage of Franklin NBA coming up at 8:25.